What's up, my brothers from another mother? This video is going to cover two topics today. One will be how to make $1 million, and the other will be the guy's biggest flaws that I see. It's looking for the cheat codes to life is basically one of the biggest things I see holding dudes back right now is the unwillingness to do the work. So I did a video, I'll put a card up on the top right of the screen a few days ago. It'll probably be a couple weeks by the time this video gets released. But it was basically titled, how to not care, how to give ZFG sort of thing. And one of the things that I outlined is I kind of expect, or I want most guys out there to have done the work so that by the time they're 40, they're roughly like a millionaire. And of course, there was some protests in the comments. Some guys are like, dude, Rich, you've lost touch with reality. EIC, what are you smoking? It's impossible. How am I going to do that? And blah, blah, blah. I'm 30 years old. I might as well off myself. So let's use that example as the solution to this problem right now. And we'll take the 30-year-old dude, and I'm saying, by 40, I think every dude should be a millionaire. They should have figured out the money. They should have gotten their money right. And soon after that, like a few years after that, you should be able to multiply that into something fairly significant, like a multimillionaire. So it's really not that hard. And I'm kind of like, oh fuck, I actually have to record this video and explain it, but I'm going to anyway, because I know there's going to be some benefit out there, and some of you guys will share this with somebody that needs to see it. So it goes down like a little something like this. If you're 30 years old and you're aiming to have about $1 million in cash reserves, investments, real estate, whatever it is that you want to call it, let me break down the math for you so that it's simple and easy. Over 10 years, you take $1 million, you divide it by 10 years, divided by 365. I think it's about $273, $278 a day. And if you're telling me that you can't creatively invent some way to offer some value to people's lives so that they can manufacture $270 odd a day, then you're really not connected. It's not me that's disconnected with, with the way the world works, with the way that the world works. It's you dudes that are like expecting, some easy, quick fix cheat code, which kind of brings me on to the second part of the video. Is there's far too many guys out there looking for the shortcuts, the cheat codes to play the video game on God mode, if you will. There's always those, hackers out there that'll figure out some way to hack a video game and unlock all the levels of achievement, all the armor, all the weaponry, and blah, 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 and play the game on God mode. And it feels like there's a lot of guys out there that just want some plug-and-play, simple blueprint. They, swallow a pill, lose 20 pounds, rub a cream on their eyes, wipe away 15 years of wrinkles and that kind of shit. And it's like, that's not the way the world works. You're going to have to get used to the world as a dude along the lines or the sense of you're going to have to do the work. Anything that has any kind of value, any kind of merit is going to exchange something in return for it. Time, resources, blood, sweat, tears. It doesn't matter what it is. Anything of any value in your life that you're going to get out of life is going to come at the expense of doing the work. So back to the $1 million thing. Can you find a way to make about 270 bucks a day and then make yourself a millionaire outside of your regular day job, a side hustle, a side gig, whatever it is? It's not a lot of money. And that's setting aside, any kind of ROI on an investment. So even if you put it in a low yield mutual fund, even make some reasonable stock investments, maybe some real estate investments, you can accelerate and multiply that a lot faster. But you guys want the answer to that? Well, there it is. It's as simple as that. Figure out a way to make about 270 bucks a day, and in 10 years, you'll have $1 million. It ain't that hard. It really isn't. And it's like absolutely, well, not absolutely, but I'm going to put it to you this way. It feels like it's practically bonkers that I've actually got to break down the math this way to explain it to dudes, because it should just come naturally. And I understand that not every man out there has had the benefit of having gone through the trauma or figured out these things, for themselves by doing the work. A lot of the times, because we live in this participation trophy generation, so many people are just so used to getting shit handed to them, passed over to them for free. And, they're just looking for, there's a chick taking a selfie over there over by, that's another video. We'll talk about selfies another time. But it's not that hard, guys. It's really not that hard. I mean, there's any number of things that you could do that could offer value to people's lives, solve a problem, create a service, an information product. I don't hand out the cheat codes to life. I don't think anybody is deserving of cheat codes to life, because you're not going to, one, use them. I find most people that go seeking, you know, the free answers to life, they never do shit with it anyway. They end up being what I call an asshole, meaning they keep asking questions, but then they never do anything with it, right? I mean, it's part of the reason why I put all my premium content behind the paywall in the men's community. I'm going to wrap up on that note. Hand it off to this. My men's community, $10 a month. It's like a Netflix membership. You get access to premium video content that doesn't go on the channel. Monthly Q&A sessions. And I do them in North American time zones and across to Europe and Australian time zones. So you get more than enough. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you're going to be able to connect. And there's a private Facebook community where you have access to a couple hundred guys where you can go and ask questions like, I'm getting divorced. How do I get child custody? This girl broke my heart. Do you think I should take my fiance back? You know, my boss offered me this job. What do you think? I'm trying to get a pay raise. How do you guys handle it? What about testosterone replacement therapy? You know, what's your protocol, guys? These are all questions that you guys can ask each other from other men that are truly chasing excellence in their life. These are guys that are willing to do the work. So I think that if you're out there and you've enjoyed my videos and you want to support the creation of the content on my channel, that's a great place to go. Also, my channel sponsor, again, the Tactical Soap Company, manufactures handmade pheromone-infused soap that will increase your level of attractiveness. You're still going to have game out on the sexual marketplace, but trust me, use this soap, it works. There's a nice discount if you check out with Cooper in the promotional discount box. That's it for today's video. I hope that makes sense. You guys got some value from this. Please consider joining my community if you're a dude and you want to access some premium content and you know, work alongside with a bunch of other men working on their own excellence. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.